Did the gospel writers know Jesus? No. In fact, nothing in the New Testament was written by people who had ever even met Jesus, not even Paul's letters. Now, you may be thinking about Paul's experience on the road to Damascus, but that isn't something that Paul talked about himself. That is an invention of the author of Acts. Nothing in the New Testament was written by anyone who had ever met Jesus. Now, I think we like to picture in our mind's eye the gospel writers sitting at Jesus' feet, voraciously scribing what he was saying, but that simply didn't happen. The Gospels were written decades after Jesus' crucifixion, and for most of that time, Jesus' teachings existed as oral tradition, just people talking about it to one another. The earliest gospel we have was written 40 or so years after Jesus' crucifixion. That's the Gospel of Mark. By the time we get to the Gospel of John, we're talking about 65 or so years after Jesus' crucifixion. So none of the Gospels were written by people who had met Jesus. In fact, none of the New Testament writings were written by people who had ever met Jesus. And we need to take that into account whenever we're reading the Bible.